Misalignment, the Emotion Fairy. Written by Tina Louise Bellotti. Illustrated by the Bellotti family. High above, up in a cloud, she could hear them as soon as they became loud. Her ears were sensitive to a cry and a tear. Her wand would light up year after year. Knowing it was time to help, she would smile and breathe, the pain of emotions only she could relieve. As she started to fly, she had a thought. A new person was now being taught. She peeked in closely at the home of a little girl. Her mom was hugging her and giving her a twirl. How could this be, she thought? Don't they need me anymore? Her thoughts began to feel a little scary. How can they live without me, their emotion fairy? I help families raise their vibration. Without me, how will they ease their frustration? They don't yet know how to align their energy. They only know to rely on me. This wasn't her plan. Misalignment just couldn't understand. Then she heard a mom say to a dad, we must learn now that emotions and feelings are not bad. We now know they guide us. It's time to discuss just how important they are to us. What does an emotion fairy guide us to say? How can I help? What do you need? I am here no matter what. I am your parent. I will take the lead. You are safe, and together we are a team. This is how you handle emotions like a dream. Misalignment almost forgot that she is guided by emotions too, just as the family she visits to help soothe. She began to be gentle with her own needs, remembering all along she'd been planting the seeds. She put her wand over her heart. This was not the end, she whispered. This was only the start. Her job is to visit one family each day and empower them to learn just what to say. Love is the answer when emotions are strong. This is how each family will know how to get along. Okay, so here's a sneak peek behind the scenes at the production of Misalignment. As you can see, we have not yet completed any image that is black and white. This is placeholder art. Also, our daughter, who's 14, Isabella, was the creative mastermind behind this. So she wrote all this. She laid it out. She pretty much headed up the production. Here's the very first page of the book after the message to parents. As you can see, some of the pages are done. The text that's in there right now will not be the final text, obviously. It's just handwritten in. We're still trying to figure out making a few adjustments to the characters. And here's another page that you will see that the text is just written. These pages are done graphically, but we still have to do the text. Just so you understand, it's about 3/4 of the way done. These need backgrounds. There's just still work to do, but this is just to give you kind of an idea of how we're laying it out and how the story progresses and what the book may look like when it's done. Here there's just a little bit more of the storyboards coming in, as you can see. This is actually the final page of the book. At the end of the book, we're going to feature 10 tips to aligning your energy, ways to raise your vibration, and there will also be a coloring sheet. Okay, so here is actually a little note that I saved. This was the original note that I wrote down the day that I came up with this idea for this book. It was actually a very shocking time in our lives, and I had just found out that my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. It was just so emotional. There were so many emotions. The kids were a mess. I was a mess. It was crazy. And the idea behind this was that I was just like, oh my God, please help me. I need like an emotion fairy to come down and save us. And everyone said to me, well, that's not possible because you're typically our emotion fairy. So that's how I thought of this idea for this book. Here's some behind the scenes of my husband actually working on his iPad Pro, creating the art. Here's a little bit of the sketching and the storyboards and how we laid it out, just so that you can see the production. Here's our kitchen where our daughter, Bella, actually created all the storyboards and hung them up so we could see them. This has been a big family project, a big part of our lives, and it's quite exciting. These are some of the friends from the book that our youngest daughter, Gabrielle, created. And we have also created a plush prototype because the dream is to have a plush doll along with the story. Here's just a picture of us, my husband, Alan, and I. And here's a family picture of us with Bella and Gabby. What's really cool is on the iPad Pro, it actually creates, like in real time, a video of us drawing and creating. So it doesn't have exactly everything because some of the pieces we did on a separate file and then we just imported them in. But here you can really get an idea of how much work goes into it. And let me tell you something, it's not that easy to do when you have so many different opinions. Everybody had their opinion on colors and layout and what we were doing. So anyway, it was kind of fun. And I will share that there were some emotions involved in creating this book on emotions. But anyway, as you can see, it's really pretty and there's a huge opportunity to include a lot of things that mean a lot to us. So on the table, we've included like a candle and a salt lamp. And these are some of the things that we actually have incorporated into the book that we actually have in our own home that we use to align our energy. So on the table, you'll see there's some crystals and you'll also see Miss Alignment's laptop. And then she has her magic fairy wand, which is actually has the chakras going up the handle, and then it's like a little peace sign heart at the tip. And then some of the topics that mean the most to us in our family and in my teachings are the topics of the books on the little bookcase. So as you can see, we wrote all the names on each individual book, and that was a lot of fun. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We're very excited about this project, and we are so excited to see the final book come to life. I believe that creating a vision for your family's emotional health and well-being is as important as creating a plan for the birthing process and caring for the physical needs of your child. This book helps to introduce families to the importance of emotions and mental health in parenting. Understanding this and integrating it into the way we care for our children will allow them to be connected to themselves and us. Emotions are our internal guidance system. They allow us to tap into our intuition. When we can respond to our child's emotions with loving kindness and respect, we can then model to them how to manage emotions.